Alright guys, so I know it's been a while. It's been like 2 weeks since I uploaded something on this channel, but I'm here. I'm here. I was really busy during the day, and the only thing I could do really was stream during the evenings, which I've done like almost every single day except Saturdays. But I've been streaming every day at the same time. Times schedules are on Twitch, but I'll leave the links in the description for those things. But anyway, I'm here. I'm back. I'm uploading a YouTube video here. Now, what am I uploading here? This is a Z-46 game I had on stream. I'll leave the highlight in the description, I think. But anyway, so I had this Z-46 game. And, well, I play Z-46 every single day on the stream because I love this thing. This is probably one of my favorite destroyers right now in the game to play. Why? I'll get to it a bit later, but... Anyway, so this is a Z-46 game on Greece. I spawned, I believe, like mid-ish or west. So I decided to come on the hyper-west flank here and, well, you know, try to find some battleships. Because normally battleships tend to go to the 1 line or 2 line. So you can find, like this jump bar, for example, you can just find them and start farming, poking away. Alright, now, let me explain why I love the Z-46 and why it's so good right now. And why everyone should be playing this thing. Well... if you like gunboats, of course. Now, as most of you may know, the Germans weren't, when they came out, they weren't really too good. They were just like, they're just there, you know. They were destroyers. They weren't like the best. They weren't the worst, but they were just there. They were just chilling. But Wargaming recently, I believe it's been like a few months now, at least 6 months, so less than a year though ago, they decided to give a buff to the German destroyers. I think they needed something else, you know? But they decided to give them 32 millimeters of pen. Now, that means you can pen battleships. Now, how that's really good is, well, you don't have to take IFHE to pen battleships on a destroyer, which means you're basically like a heavy cruiser, because even light cruisers have to take IFHE to pen battleships. So, I mean, thing is, you don't have to take IFHE on this. So, you get the penetration on battleships. And you also get the fire chance. You don't get the fire chance reduction by having to take IFHE. So you're just getting straight up buffed, basically. Which is really nice. Now, what does the Z-46 offer? It has 3 guns. They're all 150s, I believe. Sorry, 128s. 128s. They're the same exact guns as the Z-52. Except the gun range is about like a kilometer shorter range. But remember, you're a tier 9, not a tier 10. This is a Tech 3 Tier 9, not the Premium Z-44. In my opinion, this ship is better than the Z-44 just because of its guns. But anyway, as you saw, we did land torpedoes. They're not bad torps. They don't do massive damage. And they're not that fast, but they're okay to use. And their reload's relatively quick. But the biggest strong suit of the ship is the guns. As you can see, we're already on 100k in 6 minutes, which is really good. We procced Lütjens already, which means on this ship... you have a few benefits to Lütjens, and basically, I think it's better than most other ships you can put it on. Maybe Hindenburg's cool, but on this one, Lütjens is very strong. Now, why? Because if you get 140 shell hits, your DPM is going to get increased or buffed by 7.5%, which means with the build I'm currently running, with a 3.3 second reload, you go down to a 3.1 second reload, and that's not even including AR. I do have AR, but those values are without AR, so then you get a quicker reload. What else does Lütjens offer you on the Z-46? You can possibly, if there's not a carrier in the game, get a 3k heal. If you get spotting ribbons in this thing, you'll get a 3k HP heal, and so you need 3 spotting ribbons, and then you'll get the 3k heal. And a heal on this thing is pretty good. I think I had a game yesterday. This was a different game, of course, where I procced 3 heals. One of them, of course, was at the start, so it didn't count. And then I got 6k extra HP on my Z-46, which means I went to, I believe, like 27,000 HP, which is basically pretty good, I think, for a Z-46. But, I mean, yeah. The heals are pretty good. Actually, 29,000, yeah. Heals are pretty good with Lütjens. The shell hits are really good with Lütjens as well. Now, what build am I running? I'll show you the build after the video is done. But recently, what I've been doing is I've made a channel on my Discord called real builds. It's the builds I run. They're not like best builds, I think, but they're the builds I run and I find very consistent and good. And if you guys want to see those builds, please join the Discord. Link is in the description. And you can go on the channel and whatever and see all the builds there for every tier 10. I only did tier 10s, but if you want a tier 9 build, you can just go on the tier 10 one and then just assume like Z52 build, Z46, same one. But anyway, what's nice about the Z46 is you get this German hydro, so you can walk at destroyers if they smoke up in front of you like this, which is really nice. And, well, they can't really do anything in return, so you can just rush them down like this. So, what build am I running, right? I'm running a full gun build, except I don't have Fearless Brawler, because I tend to stay and smoke a lot in this destroyer, so I have BFT, AFT. I'll show the exact build after the game's done with the new names and everything. But I don't have Concealment Expert, because I don't really think you need it on this ship in randoms. Why? You're a gunboat. I build this thing like a gunboat, and normally I don't take concealment on gunboats because I'm normally shooting for the majority of the game. And with this hydro, it's only 5 kilometers, but you can pretty much do whatever you want, even with a 6.6 kilometer detection, so it's not too bad. Anyway, I have, of course, Last Stand, SC, you know, standard, preventative, but yeah, I'll show you that at the end of the game. Yeah, so we killed the destroyer really quick. Now we're just gonna keep moving south. We're gonna try find, basically, sorry about that, the damage. We're just trying to get some damage this game, honestly. This is what I kind of do in the Z46. We capped. We keep the game close. We don't want to over cap. We don't want to under cap. So we want to keep the caps basically balanced, 2 to 2, and then we just farm them down, get as much damage as possible. You don't, because in my opinion, you don't want to win a game in 4 minutes or 7 minutes and not have fun. I think I'd rather play a super long game and have fun and then try to win than win in 4 minutes, win in 5 minutes, and get like 50k damage with a win. That's not fun for me. I would rather extend the game, make it not harder, but just keep control of the match the entire way through. And I guess you can win. You can still win like that, as I'm gonna show you here. I mean, look, the game is even here. I trust my team here because look at our map positioning compared to the enemy team's map positioning. They're all in one corner, bottom right, whilst my team is, I mean, we're all in B kinda, but the thing is they have to push us kinda in a way, especially with this Iowa pushing in. He's gonna die, points are gonna switch, and well, you know, we just went off of that. But anyway, so sorry sir, but anyway, we're just poking people with this ship. You get good fire chance. I believe it's like somewhere around 9%. You get the good gun reload with the Lütjens AR, everything combined. And, well, you have your cap contester build. You can you know, smoke up hydro things. Here, I was like, oh my god, I'm dead. I ate the torp, I'm dead. And then well, they ran out, but I would have dodged anyway because this thing's relatively quick. Torp. Yeah. So people tell me and ask me, is the Z44 worth it? And I'm like, I don't personally have one, but looking at the stats on the thing, it has basically not... The guns on it aren't good. The Z44. Now, why would you want to play a Z44 over a Z46? I don't know. Z44 has torpedoes, yes. It has 12-kilometer torpedoes. Maybe a quicker reload, maybe they're faster, but they do less damage. So honestly, it's kind of a trade-off to Z46 torps. You trade like damage for range, so I don't know if that's worth it. Plus, you lose a gun turret on the Z44, plus you lose reload, I believe, on the main guns too on the Z44. So I personally don't think the Z44 is worth the coal over the Z46 with the current stats that the Z46 offers. Like the Z46 is, it's top 4 of my favorite destroyers that I like playing right now. I would take like Kleber, Grozovois, Z46, and then maybe Kaba. I think those, and Neustrashimi. Those are like the ones that I love playing in randoms right now. And Smalan, but whatever. I love playing those destroyers. They're very fun for me. But Z44 is so much fun. The arcs are usable. The HE is good. The AP on broadsides punches people because it's German AP. It's good when it pens. The issue is you need broadsides. But anyway, as you can see, we're climbing in fires. But yeah, I love this ship. You can open water relatively, not easily, but you can do it. This ship is actually not massive in size, plus you have a high hit pool. And if you get 3 spotting ribbons, you get a heal, but that's if you get 3 spotting ribbons. You can't really control that most of the time. It's not that easy. But yeah, as you can see, we're just penning. You don't really get too many non-pens in comparison, because other destroyers have to aim for superstructure unless you're running IFHE on Kitakaze. Like this, you just get pens on these ships. It's amazing. You just cause damage for free. Now, IFHE here. Now here, I actually watched this replay back, and I was like, I could have probably switched to AP round here, but I think I was shooting to try get a refire, which, I mean, there's no fire. It was on stream, so I was kind of just, like, shooting and reading chat, but there you go. I switched to AP. Slightly late, I think, but it's fine. But yeah. We're just chilling. The ship isn't hard to play. The destroyers in general, as long as there's no carrier in the game, are not hard to play. But the thing is, you need to... The thing is, I hear a lot of people come in my chat on Twitch, and they're like, oh my god, I like how you play destroyer without concealment. It's so different. It's not normal for, you know, people to do that. I know in our clan, we all play gunboat destroyers without concealment, because there's like, in randoms specifically, guys, this isn't a ranked build, this is randoms. In randoms, you're just farming damage. There's no other point to play randoms except for farming damage and wins and stats, you know. So I mean, there's the fun factor, but that's what makes it fun for us, you know what I mean? So yeah, we play it like this, and people are like, but how like, this doesn't make any sense, because people tend to go for caps immediately, and then they die in destroyers, and they're like, oh my god, destroyers are so hard. I tend to wait at least a minute or two before even considering taking a cap, because you don't want to run straight into a cap, risk trading HP with an enemy destroyer, not killing him, and risking your death for nothing. That's and then you say, like, and I quote, I've seen this in randoms happen a lot: bad team, no support, destroyer first blood. That's the worst thing you can possibly do. So please don't just run into a cap without previous knowledge. Try spot first. What I try to do before I go into the cap, I spot what's on that flank. See if there's radars. See if there's destroyers. Sorry, I hit my mic. I see if there's radars. I see if there's destroyers. And, well, if there's a destroyer that I can fight, that I out DPM, that I can outspot, or not really outspot, because that doesn't really matter, but that I can fight him effectively, I will. But if I can't, if it's like a Harugumo or something, or if it's a Smaland, I'm not gonna run into the cap. He has a radar, he has DPM, he can punch me down. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna lose too much HP for nothing. So I'm just gonna play conservative and hope my other side can do something, and just wait it out. And maybe the Smaland leaves, or I leave the flank. I'll actually leave a flank if I can't do anything. I'm not gonna contest a cap if I'm gonna die. It doesn't make any sense. So don't do that. And don't go in team chat and say, oh my god, no support DDs, cruisers in the back or something, because it's irrelevant. It really doesn't matter. Just play them in a way. Don't play them like me. You can play them with concealment. You can play them for the caps. It's a good way to do that. Like, I just like playing them gunboats wise, but you can play it just like this with concealment, no AFT if you want. You can play it safe and conservative. The issue is, just don't run into a cap, match start, and expect your team to support. It's randoms. They'll never support you. Just treat your team like they'll never support you in randoms, because it's randoms. It's not like clan battles where you can trust your teammates. But anyway, that's kind of how I play destroyers, right? And that's how I'm playing the Z-46 this game. As you can see, I'll talk about the team score soon and how much damage I did. But as you can see, it's a pretty strong ship from this game. And I've been averaging very high numbers in the new version of the Z-46 ever since they buffed it, of course. But yeah. And that the Kitakaze kill is the last kill of the game. Not for me, of course, for my team. And we end up winning the game, of course, with quite a majority. And there you go. Alright. So, personal score, we got 220,000 damage. We landed 445 hits. You need 140 to proc Lütjens, so that's pretty good. 3 torp hits. As many of you know, I'm not a person who hits many torps, so if I'm getting 3 torp hits, that's pretty good and lucky, I guess. 4 incaps, whatever. 3 kills, that's pretty good. 3 kills, 220 is really good. This was a really high PR game. Sets on fire, 7. 7 fires, not bad. We used a mix of AP and HE, mostly HE this game though, because they were angled. But yeah, I think 7 fires is alright. Floodings, whatever, assisted in cap, we got that 1 cap, spotting, whatever. We could have gotten more spotting ribbons if you know, we were playing more aggressive, but we didn't really need to play more aggressive, and we didn't really need the heal, so we ended up getting 3 achievements, Wither, Confederate, and High Caliber, so that's a pretty good game for the Z-46, Tier 9 Destroyer, Tech 3 as well, so yeah, it's free. So for score 2, team score, we ended up getting 2.8k base XP in a tier 9 game. Everyone was tier 9, so this was probably really good matchmaking for us. I actually prefer this matchmaking than when we play against tier 7s in the ship, because this matchmaking offers you more damage. Now, I'll explain why I prefer the Z-46 over Z-52 and when I talk about the builds. But anyway, so there you go. 2.8k base XP, that's 1.1k over second place. That's quite a lot. The enemy Alaska did quite a fair amount, so good job on him, but unfortunately, his team wasn't the best. But anyway, that's the game. So for detailed reports, so we can see where the damage was distributed, we did 70k to the Jean Bar at the start there, where we torped him, we flooded him, we fired him, we penned him, everything. We did 70k to him, we did 11k to the Fletcher, we did 5k to the Ostergotland, so we killed 2 destroyers. We did more damage to the Fletcher than the Oster, but we did end up killing them, so that's pretty good. We did 48k to the Pommern, pretty good damage. 30k to the Neptune because of the torpedo, because of the shells, everything. 19k to the Missouri and some other damage later on. Now where was the damage distributed? HE, 98k, plus the 61k from the fires. Pretty good, I think. And then only 24k AP, but from 55 shells, that's not bad. 3 torpedo hits for 27k, and then 6k flooding damage from those torps. So that's pretty good. We received 9k damage, mostly from, I believe, battleships and stuff, but that's fine. Potential damage, 1 million. We only took 9k damage or 10k damage with 1 million potential. That's pretty good for the Z, I think. We traveled about 80 kilometers, and it was a 17-minute game. So it was pretty much a perfect game, I think. So for credits and XP, we ended up getting 528,000 credits. We got 12,000 XP and 1,300 free XP and 22,000 commander XP. I don't think I was running... Sorry, this isn't a premium ship. It's a tech 3 ship. Remember, it's a tier 9 tech 3 ship. So it is a free ship. Right before the Z-52. I think the only things I was running was just a random camouflage. So that's pretty good earning potential with a premium account, I think. So yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, so for my captain build, for my tier 1s, I'm running preventative maintenance and currently IFHE. I'll tell you why later. I'm running last stand. For tier 2, I'm running for tier 3, survivability expert. I'm running superintendent. I'm running adrenaline rush for the quicker reload and main battery and AA specialist, which is kind of BFT, 5% reload buff. And then for tier 4, I'm running main battery and AA expert. I'm not running concealment because I don't feel the need I have to. Now, why am I running IFHE? I think I just wanted to throw it in, but when I get a 21 point, I'm going to remove IFHE and I'm going to put it into priority target because I actually prefer priority target. I know it's a 2-point skill, but there's nothing really else to take, so I'm going to take that one. Maybe the destroyer AP would be interesting, but I think I'm just going to take priority target just for situational awareness. But yeah, that's the build, captain build. For my modules, I'm running main armaments mod 1. I'm running engine boost mod 1, not the hydro. I want a longer speed boost. It's more important for me in randoms. I'm running for slot 3 aiming systems mod 1 for better gun dispersion. I don't really care about the torpedoes as much. I want better dispersion on these guns that can pen. For my 4th module, I'm running propulsion modification 1. For 5th one, concealment. Better conceal, of course, since we're not taking the other thing, we have to take this one for sure. I mean, there's nothing else to take in that slot. And then the reload mod. I'm taking reload mod to get my reload down to 3.3 seconds with this build. You can put Fearless Brawler if you want a 10% extra, but that requires you to be in the open. And when you're in smoke, it's basically 4 points gone on this ship. So Fearless Brawler is a good skill on destroyers, which with open water the entire time, not really ones with smoke and stuff, so I don't really run it on smoke destroyers. But yeah, that's the build. Alright, I just wanted to explain before I end the video why I prefer the Z-46 over the 52. The reason is the matchmaking. Tier 9 matchmaking is significantly superior to Tier 10 matchmaking just because, for a few reasons. Firstly is you have less of a chance to meet a carrier. Significantly less of a chance to meet a carrier. I'm not sure why and how, but it's a matchmaking thing where Tier 9 like reduces the amount you can see a carrier in. And also, Tier 9 matchmaking has a way of getting you 5 battleship games all the time. And Tier 10, it gives you 2 battleship games and it ruins the fun. Honestly, in my opinion, this game is really fun when you can fight 5 battleships minimum. But yeah, so I play Tier 9 sometimes. For example, this ship, I prefer it than the 52 because the 52 will fight against 2 battleships instead of 5 for free. So even if I'm facing Tier 10 battleships in this thing, I don't mind because there's normally 5 battleships in the game, which is lovely. But anyway, to end off the video, guys, as well, I'm going to tell you guys, thank you for following, subscribing, and joining the Discord. We're up to 900 members on the Discord. We reached 1,000 subs on YouTube. Thank you so much. I will be posting more, of course. Thank you so much. We're up to almost 3,800 followers on Twitch. Thank you so much, guys. I'll be reapplying for CC by the end of this week. Thank you all for the support. Please come on the Twitch. I stream every day at 6 p.m. my time, which is EU Central EU time. But anyway, thank you so much for all the support. Hopefully you enjoyed my new microphone. I didn't kind of mention it, but I don't talk about it on stream. But anyway, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Big fan, by the way.